so these are not actually all the blankets I've made, but this is all the ones that I have right now. So before we start, I am a knitter, crocheter, and author living in New York City. And today we're going to be talking about all the blankets I have made since picking up the hook and needles. So we're gonna start off with my first project, and I have them all conveniently over here. I'm gonna talk about how long they've lasted when I finished them and how they're keeping up. Mind you, I have 4 boys. They love these blankets. They pull on them, they jump on them, they make tents with them. These blankets have been through the ringer and they've held up pretty well. So let's get started. The first blanket is a crochet blanket I made with scrap yarn. So it is a crocheted blanket. It is a granny square, basically a huge granny square that just goes and goes and goes. I made this, I want to say, this is about 7 years old. Yeah, I would say it's about 7 years old. It's made with acrylic yarn. I throw it in the washing machine. It is a staple on this couch. Its resting place is actually right here. And my kids fight over this one and the other big one. But this one they usually like to use in like the summer and spring because it has like the holes in it. So they really love this one. It does pill. It's pilled quite a bit. And even though I did weave in the ends, they're starting to come out, like the parts that I wove in. And even like I've got, I don't know where this is coming from, but somehow like a stitch got loose. And now I just have like this random piece just sticking out right here like that. So, but yes, here. I had this woven in and it came out, but that's all right. This blanket is loved. I don't know if you can see like how much pilling is happening. This is acrylic yarn, so it's fine, but, and it's a blanket. It's all right, but it has pilled like crazy. That's blanket number 1. The second blanket I made, I want to say about 4 years ago. Now, I also crocheted this one, and when I was making it, I wanted to make something that was like really festive, fall, Thanksgiving vibes. So I chose colors that coincide with the fall season. So this is my Thanksgiving autumn blanket. I believe the stitch that I used for this was 1 double, 1 half double, and then a single crochet. And then you just keep going like that. It's been a while, so I don't exactly remember. But yes. And I just made stripes, and I tried to be artsy, and then I tried stitching on this leaf pattern on top. My kids love this blanket. I only take out during the fall season, so I put it away because, dear goodness, how much pilling is going on this blanket. Like, look at it. I don't know if you'll be able to see exactly how much the pilling there is on here, but there is so much pilling. And my kids really stretch this guy out. They like stick their toes in it and then they just pull it like this, and like, oh God, the things that they do to this blanket. It's been abused, but it's holding up pretty well. I could show you the back of it where I did the leaf stitching. So you can see the other side. So this is the other side of the leaf pattern. I freehanded that design. I just, you know, after you've been crocheting for decades, you learn a thing or two. So I've also stuck this guy in the washing machine more times than I can count because the kids spill stuff on this. They love to cuddle in it when they're watching movies. And also, like the other one before, all my woven ends keep coming out. Like, hello. Moving on. I have 4 boys, so when I'm pregnant, I crochet a blanket for each kid. I gotta say, some of the kids are nicer to them blankets than others, but they're all loved. They still sleep with all of them. Even my 8-year-old, he always has his blanket with him in his bed, so even though it doesn't really cover his body anymore, he still uses it when he goes to sleep. So this is his. Also an ongoing granny square. I try to make all the boys have similar blankets, but slightly different. So it is very worn. It is so worn. It is like over 8 years old because I made it before he was born. I'm like watching this middle piece because I think it's going to snap at one point. It's like barely hanging on because he sticks his feet in here and he tries to stretch it over his body, and he's still like, he's long. So this ain't gonna for him anymore. But he's done his best to try to stretch it out, and it's gotten a lot of wear. It's very, very soft now. It's like super, super soft and like matted down like here. So this is 8 years, over 8. Well, no, yeah, over 8 years of love. And you could see like, he's like matted down already. The stitches kind of like falling into each other. You could kind of still see them, but they don't look like fresh stitches. The one that's stood the test of time the longest, and it's still holding up. This one was also made with acrylic yarn. Next, we have this one. Now, this one is my second son's. He's 7 now, and this one I think has held up pretty well because he's the one that doesn't stretch it. He'll just place it on himself and just go to sleep. Also, I have to take these all out of their beds because they still keep them. So also following the same ongoing granny square pattern and similar colors to his brothers. This one, the stitches, I think I used a smaller crochet hook when I was making his actually, because the stitches seem a lot tighter. So I'll show you. The stitches look a bit tighter than the other one. Still like kind of like the size that it was when I originally made it. I have put this through the washing machine as well. Gosh knows how many times. And it's held up pretty well. The thing I would say though, after they like use it, they lose that kind of square shape. It's not really a square anymore. I guess it's because they kind of pull on the corners, but none of my older boys' blankets are squares. There's some kind of shape in between. Now, the third one is, goodness, this one he's worn. He loves pulling it. He likes to tie it around his neck and use it as a cape. So it is very worn and also pulled and stretched. This one is 4 years old, also an ongoing granny square, and also featuring similar colors to his brothers. You could see the stitches. They're still holding up, very frayed. You could see like pieces of fuzz and everything on them. I actually have a few more blankets that I made. I have 3 other blankets that I made that I do not have because they were gifts to relatives who had babies. And actually one of the ones that I'm going to show you is one I'm going to be giving away in December because my niece is going to have a baby boy. I know, so many little boys. Only boys in this house. This is my baby's blanket. He's sleeping right now, so I took it out of his room. But this is his blanket. It's still a square. Still a nice square. Even though this one is less than 2 years old, but it's also already like fraying like crazy. It's pilling on the sides, like, but he loves it. It's nice and warm. It's cuddly. And they're holding up pretty well. It's so soft. And it still smells like him. my little fatty. Now this is a knitted blanket. I picked knitting back up again, I want to say like 4 years ago. And so I decided to knit a blanket instead of crocheting it. So this is the Lisbeth blanket. It is a knitted blanket featuring this crisscross pattern. And as for the yarn choice, it's also acrylic yarn. And the colors are boy colors because she's having a boy. I haven't put this in the wash yet. All I did was block it, but I also have a feeling that this is going to fray like crazy. I haven't made a wool blanket yet because I'm not sure if there's going to be any reaction with the baby with the wool blanket. Probably not, but I'm a little hesitant. I guess when I have my next kid, maybe I'll try it, making it out of wool. But yes, this is the Lisbeth blanket, and it has a really, really nice stitch pattern. Very cute. I think it's very nice for a baby blanket. It has a moss stitch border that goes across. And I just, because I thought I might run out of yarn, I made like the edge of it like a navy blue color. But yes, these are all the blankets that I've made. This one I finished this one, I want to say, a few months ago. And it's sitting in my room waiting to be gifted. So that's all the blankets I've made that I still have. I think how many were there? It's 7 blankets that I have on me that I've either crocheted or knitted. They've held up extraordinarily well. They're very loved. And will I be making more? Of course. I'm probably going to be making another one next year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, for a baby girl. As for my sweater, I finally finished the body, and hopefully I can get the sleeves done pretty quickly because it's just knitting in the round in a very small circumference. I'm adjusting the pattern that I'm working on, so I'm not going to make them into bell sleeves. I'm actually going to make them just straight, and hopefully I'll be able to finish within the week. Fingers crossed. So yeah, if you enjoy this kind of content, if you like watching knitting videos, crochet videos in general, hit that notification bell, give me a like, and subscribe to the channel. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.